Hey everybody, thank you for clicking on this video, watching in the first place. I am Andimus. I don't know if you know that. I'm out of town still, and the quality of this video might be a little bit lower, but hopefully not, so we'll see though. Today I wanted to talk about what I am excited for about Hogwarts Legacy. And with that excitement comes what I want and expect, maybe, from the game, and what would give the game a lot of depth, because that's what I feel a lot of RPGs like Anthem, Outrider, are were lacking when they released and made them bomb. And that's what I am expecting, but I don't wish on this game. I want this game to be great. I want this game to be game of the year. And I'm hoping that some of these mechanics, not all of them. I know some of these are a little far-fetched, but I want some depth in this game to give it just that much better of an experience. So let's get started on it. The first thing I'm really excited for is just exploring the wizarding world, and not just Hogwarts. I'm very excited to explore the secrets that Hogwarts entails. I'm not sure if we can visit the Chamber of Secrets. I know we can go into the Room of Requirements, but what other secrets did we not see in the books and movies that we're going to see in this? That's what I'm really excited for. And not just Hogwarts in general, but Hogsmeade, the surrounding villages, just the world that they created. I'm very excited to see what they made. And what I'm kind of hoping and expecting, maybe just hoping, let's just say hoping, that they have in this world is hidden locations, kind of secret, hidden, that when you go into, there will be a difficult challenge that you have to find and overcome, whether it's a hard enemy or a puzzle that will reward you in some kind of gear or new spell or something along those lines. I'm looking for more of like a dungeon dive that will take a half hour to deal with, but the reward will be really cool. Maybe it's a cosmetic thing that you can put on, so when people look at a stream, they're like, "Oh wow, this guy did that. That's cool." That's what I want from the game. That will give it just that layer of depth, that replayability. That's what I'm hoping for. Another thing that I'm really excited for is just the combat and the spells. They look really fun. I know there's that combo system, the spell shields that you have to break with certain amounts of spells and things like that. But what I want to know when it comes to spells in combat is, are there any kind of gear, or are there any upgrades on spells that can alter a spell? What I'm talking about is, like, if I do one of these hidden locations around the map that I'm hoping that are there, and you get a legendary piece of gear that will turn a spell into an AoE or explode at the end or something along those lines that will alter the spell in a drastic way that will just make it more exciting. And what comes to gear too, I also want to know what kind of things you can put on it. I know there are defense, offense, and maybe some special characteristic, but how in-depth are those characteristics when it comes to gear? Also, too, potions. Since we're on like a crafting rant here, let's call it that. I know there are health potions and things along those lines, but what other potions do they have? They have Felix Felicius. Felicius. Can you use like Polyjuice Potion and get into a location that you normally couldn't get to because you turned into somebody else? Can you do a sleeping draft to knock somebody out? What can you make with that to add another layer of depth to the maybe combat and sneakiness and just the gameplay in general? That's what I'm curious about, and that's what I want from it. I just want that depth, so you can build craft and make your character your own. Another thing that I kind of am curious about, and not so much want and am expecting, but curious. I'm curious about this. How dark can you really go? We know that we can do the unforgivable curses. We've seen them in the Dark Arts Battle Arena, right? And we saw it in one trailer. But how dark? Can we use those outside of the battle arena? Can we use those at Hogwarts? Can we torture somebody with the Cruciatus course and just like torture some information out of them at school? Can we do that to a student? Can we kill another student? I'm not saying I'm going to do that in the game, but I mean, that's just curious. Would that be too broken to just kill off one of the main characters? Not 100% sure on that, you know? Can we confundus somebody to do something that we wanted them to do? I don't know. Those are things that I'm curious about. And like, how dark can you go? Can we use the unforgivable curses in Hogwarts and not just outside or in the battle arena? Not sure. I'm kind of hoping, but at the same time, would that break the game? So I don't know. The next thing, and the last thing I wanted to talk about, is pets and familiars, and one other thing that I'll get to. So it would be really cool to just have pets, and just like a cat or an owl is just following you around. That would be really cute. But a familiar, you know, like something that you can kind of point to and say that cat like bites someone in the ankle or picks up an item for you. That would be really fun. That would just add another layer of depth, and you can kind of maybe customize with different items or just skins for a certain creature. I don't know. We've seen owls, we've seen cats and things, just other animals, and we know we have the room of requirements with the kind of animal sanctuary back there that we can create. But can we ask one of those to follow us around? Who knows? And then with that being said, the other thing, could we become animagus, however you say it? Could we turn into an animal? And would that be another interesting mechanic for fast travel? Could we turn into a bird or a fast animal and run around the map? Could we turn into a small animal and sneak around and get past difficult spots and enemies? Those are things that I would be very interested to find out. And I'm kind of hoping, you know, I am expecting the pets. We've seen them in the dorm rooms, the common rooms, on a lot of different spots. And I'm very hoping that they didn't just tease us with that, and it's not just a prop. But turning into an animal, that would be very interesting, and that might be something that would be hard to balance and kind of that sort of thing. Or maybe it's a quest line where you turn into like a little rat or something and sneak in somewhere. But it would be very interesting to do that. But those are kind of my hopes, dreams, ambitions for Hogwarts Legacy, and also stuff I'm very excited for. So let me know what you're excited for, what you're expecting in the game, if you're going to play it in general. But let me know. It comes out in just a couple weeks, and I'm super excited to play it. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I love you all. Love you all. Peace.